What a nasty close for the stock market today, guys. Holy crap. Let's just get right into it. We had the S&P 500 go down 0.4% on the day. The Russell broke even. We had the NASDAQ go down 0.1 as the Dow led the losses down 0.7, and we had the metals do well. Today was a day for the metals, guys. We had gold up 0.5% as silver went up over 1%. So let's just dive into it. We're going to break down the S&P 500, and we're going to go over some earnings, some stocks I'm looking at. So hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo and up to 12 stocks from Webull. It is free money, guys. Check out the details down below. And, of course, all those links down below, the Moomoo, the Patreon, the Webull link, all of those help out the channel. And, of course, I appreciate you guys as always. So now let's dive into it. So it wasn't that crazy of a day in terms of the closing prices. I mean, the NASDAQ barely went down. The Russell broke even. S&P barely went down. But when we're looking at the intraday chart here, it's looking ugly, guys. It is looking ugly. SPY was at 399 at about 2 p.m. So, as the markets were 2 hours away from close, it was green. We were, slightly in the green. We were having a pretty good day. And all of a sudden, boom, this thing fell like a brick heading into, the last 2 hours, especially in, the last 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, the last 5-10 minutes, markets collapsed. You guys can see. So SPY went from 399 at 2 p.m. And by the time power hour came around, it was already down about, 0.3%. And then in power hour, it really got bludgeoned. I mean, this thing went down another 0.6% in power hour. And look at this. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see SPY went from 397. Now it's at 395.60 after the bell. And mind you, it was at 397 right before the markets closed about 10-15 minutes ago. So in the past 10-15 minutes, it is down 0.5%. Triple Q is also getting destroyed. Look at this. This thing was at, and this is getting hit even more than SPY. This was at 296 right around 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Now it's at 292 after the bell. It is down over 1% in the past 2 hours. That's a pretty hefty drop here. And if we pull back the layers a little bit, let's take a look here at the 5-day. You guys are going to see, it is still downtrending. We hit a lower high here right at about 2 p.m., 1:30 p.m. on Triple Q. The previous high was from yesterday. You guys can see that, right? And then obviously the previous high was from last week, before yesterday. So we're making these lower highs, and we had a massive dump into the close. That's not good for the bulls. That goes to show the bears are gaining momentum, and they're gaining more momentum as the days keep on trucking along, guys. And take a look at this. If I show you Triple Q here and zoom in a little bit, we took the lows out from yesterday with today's down move, and we also took out the intraday lows from today with today's move after the bell. You guys can see that very clearly here. And pretty much the same thing happened on SPY. Let me pull it up. SPY took the lows out from today with that move in the last 2 hours, and it took the lows out from yesterday. So if we pull back the layers even more on the 20-day chart, you're noticing the downtrend that we called out a couple videos ago, pretty much the past couple videos, it is still intact. We got rejected at that 180 SMA, not only on SPY on the 20-day chart, but also on Triple Q, guys. This is not looking pretty. So if I were a betting man, if I'm looking at this chart, the next spot I'm seeing Triple Q go to is 290. If that were to break, we've talked about this before, 285, 287 is where it could be going, maybe even lower than that. And if SPY were to break out of, let's pull up SPY and take a look here, guys. If this falls under 395, 390, where pretty much is, it's holding on by a thread right now, we have more downside, probably down 386, 378 to 375. That is where this, this ETF, which tracks the S&P 500, that is where this could be going. So it's not looking pretty out there, guys. And funny enough, the VIX went down on the day, down 1.2%, and we had the metals go up, which makes sense to me that the metals went up. What did oil do today, guys? Oil ended up going up as well. That makes sense as well to me. 1.5% green day here for oil. And is it breaking out of the trend yet? No, it's not. It's still in a downtrend, as you guys can see on the 20-day. And on the 4-hour charts, you can see, we're still making those lower highs. And quite frankly, if we're looking at this right here, We tried breaking out of the 180 SMA today, or was that yesterday? Either way, yeah, that was today. We tried breaking out. We failed, and here we are. We're trying to, we're starting to get rejected at that point. Clear as day, that is a lower high in the making. So, rough day out there, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And I'm sure you saw Target's earnings at this point. Target ended up doing, let me pull it up here in my notes, guys, $1.89 EPS, which crushed the $1.40 estimate on revenue of $31.39 billion, which beat the $30.72 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, beat on revenue, and Q4 same-store sales were up 0.7%. Not bad. I'm sure not as great as expected, but not bad. It's up a little bit. And they see Q1 EPS, which this is not good, but full year 23 EPS makes up for it. Take a look at this, guys. They see Q1 EPS of $1.50 to $1.90 versus $2.14. So it looks like they're going to be, soft on the EPS for the Q1 quarter, but full year 23 EPS is $7.75 to $8.75 is where they expect it versus the $5.54 estimate. So that's actually a lot better than the estimate there for EPS for full year 23. And we're noticing here, guys, Target has a clear resistance at 185, 183, which we actually tried getting up there earlier today. We got to about 176 when the earnings came out, got rejected, and we ended up closing a little bit under $170. The stock actually went up about 1% on the day. So moving forward here on Target, guys, looks like we're squeezing deeper and deeper into this triangle. It looks like we're getting closer to 180, 175, 180, 185. This is a big level of resistance coming up, which if it's able to break, if Target could break 180, 185, there could be a lot more upside at that point. But the reality is we're just not there yet, guys. We're just not there yet. So I'm going to set my alert at 185. Mark is that we're above. We'll see where Target goes from that point. And if I pull up the next stock here, Coinbase, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably saw Coinbase today. This went up almost 10%. Yeah, almost 10% on the day. And at one point it was up to almost $68 a share. It was at $67.50. Then it closed at about $64.80. So that was a drop of 5% heading into the close. So at one point it was up almost 15% on the day. Monstrous move there for Coinbase. And showing you guys the 4-hour chart, we saw a nice bounce off that 180 SMA today. That's what we got pretty much, right? We got a nice higher low bounce above that $58, $60 level. We popped to about, again, $65. Now we're being met with a big resistance. Do you guys not see the wedge here? We have higher lows, but at the same time, lower highs, as you guys can see. Lower high, lower high, lower high. So if Coinbase, if this is a legitimate move for the bulls, Coinbase needs to break out of 65, and in my opinion, it's got to clear $70, which is roughly the high from a couple weeks ago. We can see it here on the chart. Mark is out or above, right around. I just put my alert at 70, right around 70 to 73. That was the high from earlier here in February, actually more towards the middle of February, with today actually being the last day of February of 2023, guys. So if we do break that wedge, we could see a lot more upside. Momentum could continue, no doubt about it, here on Coinbase. And let me see what else ended up moving today. We got a nice move on Mercado Libre, 3.3% move on Mercado Libre. It looks like we do have a bit of is that a cup and handle? Arguably, yeah, arguably a cup and handle. Looks like we're going to run up and retest that mid 1200 level, 1250, which if that were to break, you guys can see that was the high from the beginning of February. If that's able to break, more upside could be on the way for Mercado Libre. What else moved today? Applied Materials, AMAT, let's pull that up, guys. Applied Materials also is looking to kind of be in a wedge right now. You guys see that, higher lows, lower highs at the same time, and we're approaching a big level of resistance where my alert's at about $120. If that is able to break, which happens to be the high from the middle of this month, February, if we break 120, guys, leg up could be right around the corner. There could be a lot more upside on Applied Materials. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Going to keep it short, sweet, simple. to the point. We're going to make another one right after this one, but it's going to be coming out in a couple hours where we're going to go over some more earnings. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo and up to 12 stocks from Webull. All the details are down below, and feel free to join my Patreon, guys, if you want to see, the Patreon portfolio, be a part of the Discord chat, see the charts that I'm posting throughout the day. And if you want more access to me, the best place to do that, to get that, is on Patreon. Check out the link down below or in the bio. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.